Fala galera, so I'm gonna talk about Metafy a little bit. I do coaching through Metafy usually for the people from outside Brazil, right? In English, as you can see, I talk English, I can speak English. So I do coaching a lot on Metafy. I have been doing that for many years. Probably one of the first ones to do it. So if you're interested in doing, just send me a message through Metafy. You can send me a message from like other places too, like Twitter, and we can schedule something. Okay, take a look and see you there. Bye. Fala galera, another replay that we're gonna watch today. This one is special because it's Judeu, like Pedro from Brazil, and Jibriel. So two good players, they play with each other. Judeu sent me the replay, so let's watch. See how that went. Of course, post Phantom Nightmare. So on this side, we have draw, Nibiru, call by talents, and Viking. Like this is not great. At this side, you have Trust, so he's playing probably a barbaric version. Snake Ayash, two bonfires, and Black Witch. So yeah, yeah. So he bricked. I don't know how much no engine he's playing. He's playing 41 here, right? So at least he's playing like probably 13. I mean, maybe there's a two off, like 6, 7, let's say 3, 10, probably an Ash, rank Perm, 13. I feel like it's probably going to be on 13, 15 ballpark, right? Which makes the consistency of fighting a little bit lower if you try to push those numbers. It's hard to find the balance between having a lot of no engine and actual engine. So this is much better. You have the draw, which is going to cover a lot. So draw is going to cover those 3 cards because he's most likely going to start with Snake Ayash. This is going to set something. Let's see if he plays any traps that can set. Maybe he plays like a farm or something. Like in like game 1 set with Trust if necessary. So he use that, get Populous. He's going to join lock. Best case scenario would be him call by the Snake Ayash effect in grave after he sent 2 cards to the grave, including itself. To call by, the downside is that if you use call by like that, he can't use Snake Ayash next turn. And he really needs to unbreak on the top deck. So that was special summon. Hello G, what's up? So we'll link a Rebel and then use that to send. Link a Rebel, that's an interesting choice. Okay, I wonder why he sent Link a Rebel here. Interesting, right? Why he sent Link a Rebel here instead of sending this? I don't think it's a not decision. I think why not send this instead? Because I know the intention is to bring what's the name? Original, and the original most likely gonna send Populous, but why wouldn't you do like you send the Populous now and then use the original send Link River? Like because if something happens to the Black Witch, then you will have one last monster, right? I don't know. I wonder why he did that in this order. Let's see if I can figure out. Yeah, not really. Oh, I got it now. It makes sense. The reason is, I mean, I still don't 100% agree. The idea here, because he's playing the Jet Synchro package, which I wasn't thinking about, and the idea is to make Borrow Load, yeah, Savage Dragon, to make a negating force the Nibiru. But he could have still done what I said, right? He could have sent this one to grave as a cost to summon this, right? Because if this is negated, you'd rather have 3 monsters. The Linker would be here. And when it's not negated, it doesn't matter. So you need to think when it get negated, right? Unless I'm missing something. I know Jibriel is a really good player, so maybe I'm missing something. Maybe he plays cards that I'm not thinking about here. But yeah, I feel like the idea is to make the Savage now, and now he needs to nib. He doesn't have any choice. Okay, he can do that. Yeah, that's true. He can call by. I was thinking about you can Nibiru now, of course, but he can call by to prevent the negate and hopefully make the opponent commit more. But I don't know if I agree with that. Because you know what is might happen? They just don't do anything else, and then you're forced to nib because you probably need the body next turn. And also, I know it doesn't matter because we can see the hand and see that there's no hand traps. But another thing that he could have think about is like maybe I need this call by the grave to make my one card work next turn. Like let's say you want to have an Ash that you never test for Ash, right? So maybe he like top deck a bonfire and then he go Ash, you know. So my instinct says like Chain Nibiru. Interesting. It could work if you decide to push through with Jet Synchro and then you can Nibiru later. That it's also a possibility here. But he could have done that with Copa de Grip too, right? Like he discarded a card, he Copa de Grip, if that's the case. Because now my concern is that if it doesn't continue really strongly here, I mean, it can work now if it goes like this, and then he goes discard something, bring Jet, and then link away and bring two monsters, and then you nib. The downside is that if it plays around nib by making SP, then you don't have a really clean spot for nib, because see, he's gonna discard, and then he can make here the stronger plays to make SP. IP. Yeah, IP. The safer is to make Nibiru because if you make SP here, then it's kind of weird to nib because he could tag out. Also, another thing here is that it's pretty much that. Like if he makes SP instead of IP, then he don't nib, and then he make Princess, and then you do nib. Then now there is a Prince in Grave. I don't know how much that matters. Not in this game state, but it could matter that he reached that point. And now he's probably gonna nib here. Yeah. So the way that he played wasn't that bad because in the end, because he committed to play more, which makes sense because of the nature of his hand. I don't know if this trust can set and perm or something. He definitely needs to draw something good here. Yeah. Oh, he mainly. Wait, what is this game one? That's not common. What usually people do when they play Trails, they just like play some farms and do that. Having this already in the main deck is not common. That's 1,000% a problem because now you barely have a top deck now. You need something really specific. I feel like you need to draw like a Snake Eye Ash. Yeah, you need to do something really good right now. That's not it. The token's small. And Talent was pretty bad. The Sanctuary was pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, he breathed, poor guy, but now I think it's over. So this is a Pure Snake Eye, probably a board break Pure Snake Eye. It's a version that people are trying a lot. So he got an Oak, put that on the bottom, draw a card. This is, oh my god, okay, this is definitely over, super mega over. I mean, I feel like you just burn hope for the best, but I don't know, man. He's waiting, but nothing's gonna work. I think he should have negate here. Not that it matters, okay, but yeah. So yeah, that's it. I was going to stream last Friday, but I was in pain for my teeth, so I skipped that one. But now I'm doing. I took a medicine. See, before the stream, so I could do it. Okay, so now much better, right? We have wanted, original, talents, cross out, and curing. One thing that I feel like it was a mistake on Judeu's part was not acknowledging that it was a board break deck. We saw enemy controller, we saw trust, we saw that rumor. I think all those things really indicate that he's not playing hand traps. So keeping cross out and talents going first, I don't think it makes sense. because it was pretty clear. And historically speaking, usually decks that main deck as a board break, they can't transition to hand trap only beside that card. The tendency is to keep playing as a board break. With that said, I feel like talent shouldn't be here. Crossouts can stay because crossout can negate engine, so you can treat crossout as a defensive card, but talents is pretty bad. As you can see, talents is gonna be dead the entire turn. But maybe he could do it. Another factor here, especially since we already established this is a board break deck because of the card that were play game one. I think it's important for, not because I'm seeing the card, but in general, it's important for you to play around Super Poly. At least at first. Like in the beginning of the turn, you can try to play around Super Poly by not having to fire monsters at the same time on board. So let's see if that's going to be possible here. But yeah, he decided to discard talents, which makes a lot of, wait, what? Why he did not decide set? He forgot set wanted. Yeah, he just forgot set wanted, right? Yeah, I think he just forgot set wanted. Yeah, and he discarded talent, so I guess it's okay. He needed to discard something anyway. So he got the Ponyx, use the Ponyx, got the Sanctuary, got the Field Spell, use that effect, kill the Ponyx, Garunics, and what? Avara, effect, send, and use that effect. Yeah, he forgot to send up one. And he drew a Woke, he already normal, yes. So he used that effect, make Flumberg into, wait, what? Sorry. Okay, so he make the Sunlight Wolf early in the turn. Okay, this play is really weak to Nib. This is a stronger play, but extremely weak to Nib. I think it's fine to play into Nib in this hand for two reasons. One, you're playing against a board break deck unlikely to have Nib, but also because you already have Crossout, so you can make a greedier play here. That's why he decided to do that. He couldn't do the play that keep Flumberg on the board as long as possible. So you make the Princess to bring the Arvada, and then you force Nib before that, and then you have the Flumberg to summons after the Nib. We got Arvada to hand. Interesting. So you make that. So you got some Light Wolf, and then you make it so this way. Interesting decision. Okay, so he draw. Good draw. They make Flumberg and pass. This is really weak to Super Poly. Like I said, I feel like it's important for you to be aware of that. For example, he could have played around Super Poly by just making Zealantis here. That's a way to play around Super Poly, make Zealantis, and you have two monsters that are not the same thing, you know? So you got Super Poly, you lost the draw, you lost the monster, you lost the field. You don't. This is pretty bad, not gonna lie. Like, can you summon a fire monster somehow? No, right? Yeah, this is absolutely bad, like really bad. This Super Poly was insanely good, right? There's any way he can summon a fire monster? No, right? No. Yeah, he has Cross out and draw. So use that as fire. This is so bad. And now I mean, I think he's really close to die here. He doesn't play two Flumbergers, most likely. He doesn't play two Oaks, most likely. So this Crossout needs to be on engine, but which engine he can even do that? I mean, I will be honest. Maybe he needs to draw, chain this on Populous. Unless I'm missing something, because if I let this Populous enter the field, don't you die? You don't have an interaction. Am I missing something? No, right? I think you need it to negate. I think you wait to die. Because you have nothing to cross out. Because there's no Flumbergs anymore, right? Yeah. He played really carefully here. I think he played around it. he knows that in hand, right? Only. So there's two unknowns in this back row. Maybe he is playing around Super Poly back row. Maybe that's what's happening here. I feel like Jibriel perspective. Maybe he's playing around Super Poly. That's why he played this way. I think. Okay. Sack. Yeah, he can. Of course, he can do that. I forgot. Yeah, no. Yeah. He can do the Kareem thing. He knows Ook as well. I don't remember. Yeah, for some reason I forgot Kareem could kill the fucking Avara for hand. I was completely forgetting about that. Okay. Well, with that said, it changes a lot of things that I had said before, right? So he's on summon. So he got dropped here. Yeah, there's no way he dies. Okay. Okay, I take it back on what I said. I forgot about that. Well, he went for main phase, did that, summon 2, did this. Nico feels like he's dying. Spoiler, he just ate. But he's gonna wait until the end of this game. This is still DK. I think he should have negated. I mean, one thing that remains true is that I think he should have crossed out that time. Because see, he can't cross out anymore, right? Yeah. Okay, I got one thing right? Yeah, I need to pay more attention. That of course he can Kirin kill for hand. For some reason, I was thinking like Kirin only from board, but this is definitely enough. Okay, that was an interesting one. Okay, so we're gonna feed the cat and go to the next replay.